gosh. Hey guys. It's the Passive Jester here. Back at it again with another Gabfest video. And if you probably read the title, you already know what's going on. Mac Miller is back after 2 years, after his fourth album, The Divine Feminine Girls. He's back with his fifth studio album, Swimming. Much easier to say. And we're here. We ain't messing around no more. Nope, no more. So, let's get right into it. Mac Miller, Swimming. His fifth studio album, as I have said already. And, I mean, going into this, I'm a huge Mac Miller fan. I believe that he is probably one of the most underrated artists currently. That's just my opinion. I think he's one of the better artists to make albums. Not like, he's not too big of a single kind of guy, but I mean, he can put an album together. And with this album, it's no different. I mean, he's just, especially with all that's been going on with him, with the whole breakup from Ariana Grande and the whole DUI situation where he got in that car crash, and his whole getting over alcohol and drugs. So those have obviously been things that's been troubling him recently. And he made it clear throughout this album. And I feel like this album just shows that after all of that, after all that's been going on with the breakup, the DUI, like trying to be sober, he's at peace. He's at peace. There were songs on here that were, all the songs really were so mellow, they were so peaceful, and what he was talking about. Well, I think his lyrics and the themes that were presented in the album were the main attraction for the album. I think that's what he intended. I think he wanted to pull you in with like what he had to say, all the themes that was going on, and I think it was just a little update with what's going on in the life of Mac Miller. And I really liked it. I really did like it. All the songs really were kind of just, it kept this mellow vibe, this whole slow, peaceful vibe. And it was beautiful. The production on this, the beats, the instrumentals he was rapping and singing over, they were beautiful. They were beautiful. Like all the jazz, all the funk, all the blues, the Thundercat bass. You could tell that Thundercat was on here with the bass at times. 2009 was probably the most well-produced song on the whole album by far, with the violins and the piano in the intro, and then just it was a gem. 2009 was a gem with the themes that he kept the themes throughout the whole album. It was so good with how he introduced him toward the beginning, how with the album's called Swimming, so he was like, I went from drowning to swimming and stuff, and how like he brought up I think he was specifically talking about the DUI thing, but he was talking about how he was just driving with his eyes closed. He can't see the signs, like you can't see what's going on, like you can't see like, hey. But he also ties that into, I feel like, with his whole drug addiction kind of thing, like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this, like the signs, like, hey, steer clear from this. And it's just all ties in so well, and it's so good. And he raps about how he's gotten over the breakup and how he's he's more at peace, and how he's like growing from it and learning from it. And like he is so much more mature, and he's really showing it through the album, and it's beautiful to watch. And it's just, it blows your mind to see how Mac Miller came from this college dude who was just rapping about like partying and just being all, yeah, what's up, we and then how he's grown since then with Blue Side Park to watching movies with the sound off, to Good AM, to the Divine Feminine, word, to where we are now with swimming. He's grown so much, and it's beautiful to see. And that growth, that maturity is one of the reasons why he's probably one of my favorite rappers to listen to, because it's like it's just a joy to watch. And yeah, I mean, some of my favorite songs on here were the intro, which I can't currently remember the name of it. Hurt Feelings was good. Self Care was good. Small Worlds was good. Jet Fuel 2009, Conversations Part 1, So It Goes. I mean, it was just all so good, and it was a well put together project, and he's really good with putting together projects, which I feel like some of these rappers nowadays, that's what they lack. Sometimes I feel like the Playboy Cardis of our world, the Navs, the 21 Savages, the Kodak Blacks, I mean, you can even take a look at the people in the same group as Mac Miller. You can take a look at the ASAP Rockies. You can take a look at the Drake used to be like this, but I don't think he's good with it anymore. You could put Drake, current Drake, into that conversation too. Like, they're trying to just throw all this material into this body of work, and it's just not coming out right. And I think that's what Mac Miller is really good at, and that's what he has over artists like A$AP Rocky, Kodak Black, Drake now, is that he can take his time, he can take a look at the songs that he's made, and he can put a good track list together which carries a theme, which carries a story behind it, which the listener can be like intrigued over. And that's something I really enjoyed listening to in swimming. And yeah, and of course this album had its flaws. I'm not saying this is a perfect album. This is not my favorite Mac Miller album. It's probably up there, but I still think Good AM is better than this. I do believe the fact that I mean, there weren't any features, but I feel like that was a good thing and a bad thing, because it kind of like, Mac Miller can't keep an entertaining album, keep you entertained for an hour with just his singing and his rapping. I mean, it was the same kind of formula for each song, with the whole sing over the jazzy beats for the hooks and then just rap about stuff. I mean, it was cool, and I think it was better that he do this, but then again, it kind of gets to be a drag. I can't say that, oh, this is what he should have done, because, like, Swimming is, I think, is the perfect album for his current state, but it's hard to explain. Like, you want to say there could be improvements because there are obvious flaws, but then again, there shouldn't be improvements, because this is just Mac Miller telling his story after his controversial past year. But yeah, that and the slow beats, kind of the slowness, the mellowness, while it is beautiful production and great production, it can also drag on. But I mean, hey, the album was still great, I thought. And yeah, let's get into the score, I guess. I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. Here you go. You can see it. Now you can't. And woo! There was no trash can over there. I just decided to throw it that way. So, alright. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Please share this video with your friends. Please comment down below if you listened to Mac Miller's album, what do you think? If you didn't listen to Mac Miller's album, and if you want to go listen to it, man. I ain't gonna stop you. Then again, if you don't want to go listen to it, I ain't gonna stop you there. I'm just gonna be over here making videos for you. So, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I do believe our sponsors will be down in the description below. You can also go check out our gaming videos. That's mainly what we'll be doing. But this Gabfest stuff we'll be doing as well. Andrew's doing movie reviews, and I'll be mainly doing the music reviews. So, yeah. Oh yeah, we're on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at GentsGaming2000. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out, I guess. See you guys.